Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattanasyadi Lakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence. All these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want.
Beautifully, Bhagwan explained what is power manifestation. Everything deciding as you want. The pramanas gives us the cognitive shift from what we understand as mind to the superconscious space of manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Science of power manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. The Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures as Vedas and Agamas, Vedangama stands as a foundation for Hinduism. The Apta Pramana, authentic, time-tested, foolproof compilation of experience of the sages, rishis and the enlightened masters, which is in terms with the Shastra Pramana. Apta Pramana, with Apta Pramana, a guru is able to experience and live the truth claimed by the Shastras. Shakshi Pramana, manifestation and experience of the guru, initiated disciples in the disciples of a particular lineage, which is demonstrated to the world. And Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study, measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state, having the truth validated by the scientific study. How the prefrontal cortex, the third eye, starts manifesting as the physical reality in your physical world. Beautifully, Bhagavan has given the pramanas to understand the deeper truth of the science of power manifestation. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana, eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures as Vedas and Agamas. For the power of materialization, the scriptural reference is from the Spanda Karika, the Section 3, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4, 3.5. Shastra Pramana.
Section 3 of Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4 and 3.5. Yatha hi arto sputo drishta savadhanepi chetasi bhuyah sputataro bhati स्वबलोद्योगभावितः तथा यत्परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं तत्तथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् सम्प्रवर्तते.
Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully says in the Spandakarika, section 3, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4, 3.5, indeed, just as an object which, in spite of all the attentiveness of the mind, is perceived and seen indistinctly first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of one's visual power. Bhagavan Paramashiva has beautifully given us the greater science how we can experience the spanda, the power of third eye, when we are in oneness with Paramashiva. More and more we are in the space of the delusion, we are in the lower lokas where we are suffering. The more and more we are coming out of the self-doubt, self-denial and self-hatred, more we are going to the higher lokas, Svargaloka, Mahaloka and the Jnana lokas. All the Jana lokas, all that the great science is, it is not somewhere it is happening out of something other than you. It is evolving as you into the higher and higher consciousness. Beautifully, Bhagavan has said how the milk, when you ferment the milk, then it becomes the yogurt, the curd. And then from the curd, the butter happens, and which stays much longer than the curd. Like milk gets spoiled probably in few hours, the curd get spoiled in few days, and the butter probably in few weeks. And then the purest form of the milk as ghee, the pure ghee that actually is the one which is the inside all this. Like that, layers and layers of the incompletion, when it is removed from us, the same milk only became the ghee. It is not the ghee happened different from the milk. Same way, our pure self is consciousness. When the layers and layers are removed, we ourselves understand that what we materialized as a reality is nothing but the consciousness that we are experiencing. It is not different from that what we perceive and what we are. Whether it is incompletion or it is completion, it is the projection of the consciousness as reality. Bhagavan beautifully says, when the sun glows, the moon can be seen with all the dent when the moon is so bright. But it is the sun's energy that is reflected on the moon, and that we see all the dent. And just because the dent is seen doesn't mean the moon is not having any beautiful space. It is complete and it is always beautiful. Only thing, it is seen the same way our incompletion are seen because we are consciousness. In the dead body, there is no incompletion. There is complete completion, but it is of no use. The consciousness is there, which shows us all these things, but ready to drop all the identities, what is shown to us is the Tyaga. Again and again, dropping yourself at the Guru's lotus feet and raising in the space of completion and holding that why you came to the planet Earth, to experience and be excited about the higher self of you instead of getting into all this completion. When you hold that space higher and higher, that Paramashiva is real and residing as Paramashiva, all this incompletion doesn't even matter to you, doesn't even bother you. Holding that higher space, simply things manifest around you as auspiciousness and abundance. Beautifully, Bhagavan has given the pramanas for us to understand this deeper reality. The Nayanamars knew the science, how they were holding this beautiful context. Here, the Nayanamar, this is from Periya Puranam, and the great Nayanamar, Pugar Tuna Nayanamar, he was one of the greatest Nayanamar, where he used to have one simple act that he will offer everything. He'll do the Abhishekam, Alankaram, and then offer the food, and then eat the food only after that. And he lived in such an integrity life, but the drought happened there that he could not get any food. And simply he started fainting because he had no food to offer, nor he ate any food. And Shiva himself beautifully gives the coin every single day to the Nayanamar to experience that greater reality. Again, And from his beautiful space, the context that he was doing, even the simple action, he was only in the space of Paramashiva has given me. I will be in the completion space. Whatever he gives me a drought, or he gives me a beautiful space of giving the coin, whatever, I will simply manifest that as reality. So every day he gets a coin and he takes the coin and he sells the coin, and then he makes the food and all the donation that he has to do for the deity and simply eats from that also. It's like Shiva himself gives the the dakshana, that beautifully that happens as reality, that he enjoys the space of oneness with Paramashiva. Every act when you do from I am Paramashiva, simply Shiva gets pleased and offer whatever is required as your reality and much more into the reality from the higher context. Bhagavan Paramashiva, when he was in Himalayas, he used to be with one yogi where he used to smoke a lot. And he thought, he's just smoking, what is he going to do? But suddenly he emptied his whole thing and the smoke, whatever the leftover ashes, and there was a gold coin. And he gave it in the shop to buy more things for the smoking, and then again started smoking. And he took the copper coin which was left back, again put it inside that, and as he smokes, the copper coin turned into gold. And this was witnessed by Bhagavan, and he says what happens in him is when the inner space is become beautiful, the outer space, you can literally make anything into gold. That is why all our temples were made of gold. And simply Bhagavan says the Bragadishwar temple, which is one of the largest temple, 250 tons of gold were on covering as kavacha on the temple, because we were never poor and never felt that something is taken away or something has to be achieved in the outer world, because always we are fulfilled in the inner world. We know we can just manifest the outer world whatever we want as reality. That science was there in those days, and simply the temples were built, and all the temples were built in gold because of the reason of holding that inner space, that Tyaga was the ultimate space that is required, and oneness was the greatest currency that is required to manifest gold, not any education or outer world skills or outer world identity. But dissolving the identity, you gain the experience of manifesting wealth, abundance, and auspiciousness, holding Paramashiva as your guide, like how Arjuna has Parandama has his charioteer. If you have Paramashiva leading your life in everything that you are experiencing, everything, whether you're drinking coffee or whether you're living as talking to your friend, whatever you're doing from the context Paramashiva, I'm offering this to Paramashiva. If you hold that higher space, simply you experience the oneness with Paramashiva. Today we are going to manifest the power of materialization, manifesting the gold flakes. You can see here Shakshi Pramana, where Sakalanandama has beautifully given her hand. You can see the small dots, flakes, gold flakes appearing on her hand. And that's a beautiful thing, the oneness with Paramashiva she is able to experience. In Avatar Shastra, it's clearly document how the devotee, when they did a CT scan in the throat, they were able to see in the oral cavity a foreign body. Without any delay, they were able to record of the spiral CT. With the spiral CT after materialization, reveal the presence of the materialistic object both in the section and 3D format. And this is in Avatar Shastra chapter 10 in page 214. All this science again and again clearly tells us it's a possibility. Bhagavan says it is as simple as when you decide to just get up and go walk and have a coffee. It is all your perception, how you're holding your identity. From your identity, which is powerless, you look at everything, then you are feeling powerless. From the identity that Paramashiva is real and consciousness is real, when you hold that as your inner space, looking at everything becomes auspiciousness, abundance, and bliss. And more you start understanding that there is nothing in this material world. Beyond that, there exists a space of Paramashiva which is real. which is the highest space and which is the reason why you're here to celebrate that ultimate. So holding that space, everything becomes auspiciousness and abundance in your life. Now let's sit straight. First, you can wipe out everything on your laptop, on your cell phone, and all the places, and sit straight with a deep completion that Paramashiva is real, holding that space again and again, and bring your listening to your third eye. Visualize Paramashiva in your third eye and bring your listening to your third eye, absolute unclutching from whatever you understand as the objective reality. Whether it's your body or your mind, just dissolve into Paramashiva's lotus feet. Any identity that you carry is only incompletions, and dissolving and experiencing complete completion from any identity, whether you're upset, whether you're angry, whether it is something that you have, a problem that you're facing, you're stuck, or something you're enjoying in the outer world. Drop everything. What could be, nothing could be lost. You're just waking up to higher reality where you can manifest higher possibilities and the ultimate possibility. So intensely vibrate with Paramashiva, chanting the Mahavakya in the oneness space, and manifest the power of materialization with a deep listening. We'll play the Mahavakya for a few minutes. Just be in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Whatever appears, just you can take a picture at the end of it and share with the world. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely with a deep listening, surrendering to Paramashiva. Don't look for anything happening in your hands. Power manifestation is to evolve your inner space, the cognitive shift that happens inside you, that Paramashiva is real. Hold only that, melt yourself in Paramashiva, dissolve yourself into Paramashiva's lotus feet. Hold that and experience the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Whatever needs to manifest will start manifesting around you as reality. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely with a deep listening and deep gratitude.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
So beautiful. Whatever you have experienced, please go ahead and share in the tinyurl.com/power manifestation. Take a picture of that. Whatever you see, the particles or you see the gold flakes, anything that you have experienced as the prasada from Bhagwan, make sure you have the hashtag Shakshi Pramana, Paramashivoham Shakshi Pramana. With that, you can add the hashtags Power Manifestation, Third Eye Powers, Kailasa and Nithyananda. All these hashtags, you can use that along with the post that you are posting. Any powerful cognition, anything that you experience from the initiation, keep on pouring yourself on all these things that has shifted your life. Again and again, when you give the Shakshi Pramana, when you start sharing with the world, which is part of power manifestation, right from understanding the pramanas to sharing with the world and causing others. Extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. You remember any of the great gurus as only power manifestation and only the holding that space and sharing with the world. Paramashiva is real, consciousness is real. All these great truths again and again to the world and causing them. Extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So go ahead and share all your experiences in tinyurl.com/power manifestation or your social media and tag it to your friends and families. If you've not manifested, you can go to other post in Kailash Kotiyan Manifesting Power group and you can comment on it, share it and like it. All this is not social media work, but actually your inner space getting expanded into more and more the space of oneness with Paramashiva. Extreme causing is nothing but your own reflection of everybody. It's not enlightenment happens only to you. You merging into the ocean is enlightenment. So you recognizing everybody as Paramashiva has to happen by causing is the one of the beautiful signs that Bhagavan has given for us to experience that. So don't forget to share all these greater truths to the world. And whatever donation you want to offer, you can click on the YouTube chat and offer your donation to Bhagwan. All that greater science he's manifesting through you as your reality, just like that. Let's thank Bhagwan in deep gratitude. Offer all this powerful cognition, power manifestation at Bhagwan's lotus feet in deep gratitude and thanking Bhagwan. And thanking all of you in all the social media, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Simple integrity, simple obedience, doing the Jnanapada every day. Bhagavan says, Kailash Kotiyad is like a tapas. Every day when you manifest powers, you start evolving into the higher and higher reality. And such a beautiful space that Bhagavan has created for all of us. And he is more present here then all of us manifesting all the abundance and auspicious through each one of us. So don't forget to manifest powers every single day. And such a beautiful space of oneness. Let's end the session with a powerful cognition. Holding the powerful cognition, I am Paramashiva in my thought, word, and action, and seeing everything, everybody as Paramashiva, as my reality, holding that as my powerful cognition, and ending the session with a Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. And after the next satsang initiation darshan, we'll have the next Kailash Kotyad. And see you in the next session for more manifestation. Thank you, Nithyananda.